They are intelligent. They are dangerous. And they'll do.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Net Movies. May 2026 is going to be an outstanding month for action movie fans, delivering some action-packed films on the big screens. From explosive battles to jaw-dropping stunts, these new films are guaranteed to keep your heart racing and keep you on the edge of your seat. Now let's review our top picks for the top 10 action movies that should be on your watch list this May 2026. You must watch. Now let's start the video. Number 10. I Love Boosters.
We gotta take what's ours. We should coordinate.
But what are we waiting for?
They've taken everything.
I Love Boosters is a surreal crime comedy film directed by Boots Riley. Set in a stylized version of Oakland and the Bay Area, the story follows Corvette, played by Keke Palmer, who leads a crew of fashionable shoplifters known as Boosters. The group steals luxury clothing and resells it cheaply to their community while targeting a ruthless fashion mogul played by Demi Moore. As their actions gain attention, the film spirals into a chaotic mix of satire, sci-fi elements, social commentary, and outrageous heist comedy. Overall, I Love Boosters looks like a stylish, funny, and chaotic satire that will strongly appeal to viewers who enjoy unconventional and socially conscious films. Number 9. Speed Demon.
Exorcisms, like, for real.
What did you see?
Something's wrong.
Speed Demon is a supernatural horror thriller directed by John Keyes. The story follows Sister Lou, a nun struggling with her faith, and Father Novak as they board a high-speed train traveling from Montreal to New York. Their journey turns terrifying when a demon named Asmodeus possesses passengers and threatens to derail the train. Forced into a deadly battle against evil, Sister Lou must perform her first exorcism while confronting her own personal doubts and fears. Overall, Speed Demon looks like a fast-paced, entertaining, so-bad-it's-fun horror ride that leans heavily into absurdity, action, and demonic mayhem rather than deep storytelling. Fans of B-movie horror and supernatural thrillers will probably enjoy it the most. Number 8. Tuner.
Don't do anything stupid. You understand?
Who are you? Hey!
Forget it. I'm done.
Tuner is a crime thriller directed by Daniel Roher that follows Nikki White, a former piano prodigy with hypersensitive hearing who now works as a piano tuner in New York. When his mentor Harry Horowitz, played by Dustin Hoffman, falls into financial trouble, Nikki discovers his extraordinary hearing also makes him skilled at cracking safes. Pulled into the criminal underworld by dangerous figures, he struggles to balance his growing romance with music student Ruthie and the increasingly risky life he's leading. Overall, Tuner is a stylish and well-acted heist drama with a unique musical twist. It may not reinvent the genre, but it delivers suspense, charm, and memorable performances in a way that makes it a satisfying watch for fans of crime thrillers and music-centered dramas. Number 7. Mortal Kombat 2.
It's called Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Fuck that.
Mortal Kombat 2 is an upcoming American martial arts fantasy film that is a sequel to Mortal Kombat 2021, the fourth installment in the Mortal Kombat film series, both based on the video game series Mortal Kombat. It continues the story from the 2021 reboot. Earthrealm's fighters, like Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, and others, are joined by the cocky Hollywood fighter Johnny Cage as they prepare for the official Mortal Kombat tournament. They must face the powerful Outworld forces led by Shao Kahn, whose rise threatens to conquer Earthrealm. The fate of humanity depends on brutal, high-stakes battles between champions. If you enjoy martial arts fights, game adaptations, and over-the-top action, Mortal Kombat 2 2026 is worth watching. Number 6. The Punisher. One Last Kill.
That's all you got! That's all you got! That's all you got? That's all you got?
Punisher. One Last Kill is an upcoming American television special directed by Reynaldo Marcus Green and written by John Bernthal and Green for the streaming service Disney+, based on Marvel Comics featuring the character Punisher. The story follows Frank Castle after the events of Daredevil, Born Again. Trying to move on from his violent past, Frank searches for meaning beyond revenge, but is pulled back into the criminal underworld for one final mission. As he faces dangerous enemies, the story becomes deeply personal, forcing him to confront the emotional and psychological cost of his war on crime. The Punisher. One Last Kill is shaping up to be a dark, gritty, and character-driven Marvel story rather than a typical superhero spectacle. Number 5. The Neglected.
What do you want? I want you to do your job before you retire! There are 3 murders, police, that I need you to solve. And then I'll tell you where your son is.
The Neglected, later marketed as Neglected, is an upcoming American action thriller film directed by David Lipper, starring Josh Duhamel, Dylan Sprouse, and Til Schweiger. It follows Detective Shaw, played by Josh Duhamel, as is on his last day before retirement when he learns a serial killer has buried his son alive. To save him, Shaw has to race the clock and solve 3 murders that hold the clues to his son's location before the boy runs out of air. Dylan Sprouse plays the Kid, and Til Schweiger is also in a pivotal role. Early details point to a high-stakes, gritty thriller. The premise leans hard into tension-buried alive countdown, retiring detective and serial killer puzzle. Number 4. In the Gray.
Salazar's island. The police are on payroll, and he has a reasonably experienced private army. Tick every box.
Tick every tuck.
Lube every wheel.
Lick every step.
3, 2, 1.
In the Gray is a 2026 action thriller starring Henry Cavill, Jake Gyllenhaal, Isa Gonzalez, and Rosamund Pike. It follows a covert team of elite operatives who live in the global shadows. As comfortable with power and influence as they are with weapons and explosives, is sent on a suicide mission to steal back a billion-dollar fortune after a ruthless despot takes it. The story focuses on 2 extraction specialists, played by Cavill and Gyllenhaal, who have to help a female negotiator escape after she obtains the stolen millions. In the Gray looks like a classic Guy Ritchie-style action film, fast-paced, stylish, and packed with sharp dialogue. Number 3. Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan Ghost War.
They're intelligent. They're dangerous. And they'll do.
Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan Ghost War is an upcoming American political action thriller film directed by Andrew Bernstein. Set after the events of the Jack Ryan series, the film follows CIA analyst-turned-operative Jack Ryan, who has stepped away from active duty. His quiet life is cut short when a covert international mission goes wrong, exposing a massive global conspiracy. As the mission unfolds in real time, Ryan must confront both a global threat and secrets from his past. Overall, it is a solid, action-packed political thriller that delivers exactly what fans expect: tense missions, global stakes, and smart espionage drama. Number 2. One Spoon of Chocolate.
Liberation is one of the commandments of God. He who has prepared to enter the kingdom shall enter the kingdom.
This system is a giant. They just slew a giant with a goddamn slingshot.
One Spoon of Chocolate is a 2025 American action thriller drama film written, produced, and directed by RZA. It follows Randy Jones, a former soldier and ex-convict trying to rebuild his life in a quiet small town. His fresh start quickly turns into a nightmare after a violent encounter with local troublemakers. When his cousin goes missing, Unique begins to investigate and uncovers a disturbing pattern of disappearances linked to both a gang and the town's law enforcement. As the truth unfolds, Unique realizes he's been targeted too. With help from a few allies, he's forced into a brutal fight for survival and justice against a deeply corrupt system. Overall, it is a gritty, thought-provoking revenge thriller that stands out for its bold themes and style. Number 1. Takeover.
You ain't been out but a few hours and already smell like burned rubber. You following me? Says the man stonting around with the exact fuck-ups he ain't supposed to be messing with.
Takeover is an upcoming American action thriller film directed by Greg Jonkaitis and starring Quavo and Billy Zane. Quavo stars as Guy Miller, a car enthusiast and former street racing kingpin who gets out of prison on parole. He's trying to go straight and take care of his late brother's 2 kids. But he gets pulled back into Atlanta's underground takeover scene when international thief Gamal Akopian, played by Billy Zane, coerces him into executing a high-stakes diamond heist. What starts as one job spirals into a citywide chain reaction with rival crews, cops, and shadowy forces closing in. Early coverage calls it a high-octane action thriller with an eye-popping visual style powered by Trioscope's hybrid animation. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Net Movies for more recaps and analyses.